Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the StarCraft 2 World Championship Series Americas Edition. I'm your host, Nathanius, bringing you the highest quality American StarCraft 2, joined by the one, the only, the irreplaceable, the irrevocable, Jeffrey John Vincent. In Control Robinson, how are you today, sir?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me, Nate.
Glad to have you here. Of course, we got a lot of action coming up. That's right, it's WCS. We're in the Americas region, as we said.
That coffee kicks in, huh?
Broadcast. Yes, so much coffee. Can't get enough caffeine. As we get away the tournament.
Just want to motorboat some StarCraft, don't you?
Yes, winter. Oh yes, I'm already in the process of it. Literally, we have our players competing, of course, for winter. We had open qualifiers. We had our 32 players in the group stage. Then we've got a second group stage, and we've got the round robin, and then of course an offline final. Because what's better than bringing a bunch of nerds out to play video games against each other for stacks of cash and control?
World peace.
I can't. If we could have both, that would be great. Powers that be. And of course, they are playing for a lot. We got $60,000 Renos of total prize money. First place, 12 grand. Not too shabby. Players able to compete from pretty much, actually from everywhere for this tournament. It's really something else.
It is.
Such a global thing, you know?
With $12,000, I'm almost certain you could book some of your favorite like heavy rock or metal bands to do a private concert for you. Yeah, they're not that expensive.
It's not. That's a lot less than I would have expected.
It depends. If someone's like, no, that's not true. You couldn't get Black Sabbath out here. No, you could not. But if you're like, I bet Papa Roach would come out and perform for your birthday party for $12,000. Absolutely.
Huh.
Something to think about.
It's not something I've ever.
Something for Cyril to think about, to be honest with you. But
yeah, I'd go to that Finnish rock concert. That sounds great. Cyril's birthday party. Let's hook it up.
Well, for a fraction of the cost, you could do a Finnish cover artist of Papa Roach, and then that would be amazing.
Ah, well, the only...
Yeah, like, break my life into pieces. That's Hero Marine doing it, I guess. It turns out it's Hero Marine, the cover artist.
Didn't know that
It's like, totally my last resort.
After he retired. Oh, well, thank God.
Well, he's going to have time. Yeah, he doesn't have to do it.
Here's the schedule for Group A. We're going to start things off with your favorites. We got Scarlett going against PiLiPiLi. And then we've got Expect versus Epic, two North American parents going at it. Oh, boy. I'm so excited. I'm getting invited to the lobby. It's going to start on Cairo's Junction. Do you think Scarlett's going to cheese? I think Scarlett's going to cheese.
Absolutely, yeah.
100%. 110%. Some sort of crazy, ridiculous all-in. I see her clan tag, by the way, is 300 ping. I guess she's still playing from
you know what?
Korea or China.
Good for her to find a way to whine without actually... Like, that's just a passive whine. You know what I mean? It's just like, if the clan tag's a whine, then it's just like everyone looks at it and goes, oh, Scarlett, gosh darn it, I feel so bad for you. Living abroad, living the dream, playing video games for a livelihood, and competing in the GSL and the WCS at the same time. Jeez willikers. I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
And then we don't, because she wins anyways. It must suck to lose to someone that has a clan tag complaining about their current situation. Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah, I love it. My favorite clan tag is M. Cannings, and he plays on Korea. His clan tag is KR is easy, and his handle is North America.
Yeah, but then he wins 50% of his games, so it's like,
He's GM in Korea.
Which is good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying he wins 50% of his games, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah, the ladder does a good job of that.
He gives it as good as he takes it.
We are jumping into the first map of our first best of 3 here for WCS Americas. And we hope that you all have been having a great day joining in with us. We've gotten some fun tweets. We've gotten a lot of salt on the Reddit and Team Liquid forums, but mostly a lot of really nice people.
We avoided a lot of salt, though.
We avoided it. We dodged a bullet. Thankfully, a Terran was able to win a match so that the tides could be stemmed for just a little bit longer as we load into a ZvP, which should be fun because I expect this one to go off the rails.
Suffocation, no breathing. Don't care if the Protoss keep
cheesing. No, you know.
That's it, man.
I will buy Hero Marine's album. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Spawning in the top left of Kairos.
This is my last resort.
Proxy Reaper. SCV all in. Okay. It's
whatever Maru is doing.
It's PiLiPiLi.
Speaking of whining.
It's good. It's a good match to start with. I'm excited. That's PiLiPiLi. He's the Loot Protoss. He's wonderful. He's amazing. Funny guy. He's playing against our resident cheeser / memer. In the bottom right, You all know her very well. She is Scarlett.
It's so funny. Prize earnings like $500,000. Just like cover of art magazines. She's just covered everywhere. What's your clan tag? 300 ping. I just want everyone to know. As good as I am, it's even better than you imagined.
People just need to know.
Yeah. Why do you have 300 ping? Well, I knew about the time this tournament was here, I'd put myself in a place where I'd play from that it'd be really hard for me to do it. Why'd you do that? So I could whine. Cool. Anyways.
But you still won the match. I know.
I'm that good. Cool.
Winning tournaments and making statements at the same time. What a hero.
What a hero.
What a hero Scarlett is. And the probe scout.
How come nobody calls her Scar?
You don't do
Nobody calls her Scar. Well, Scar's a little bit personal.
I don't know.
Just call her Scar.
A little bit of the Tay-Tay treatment, you know what I'm saying?
Red, maybe?
I think you're just famous at that point.
Yeah.
You know?
So the question here, of course, is when does the Nidus Worm hit? For a lot of people...
You got to get a lair before Nidus Worm.
You do.
So we're just waiting to see Scarlett hit that 100 gas.
No. Another hatchery here.
Yeah, so this doesn't look super crazy just yet. Ling speed, this is kind of what we expect out of Scarlett. She does like Zerglings a lot. It's a quick adept opening out of PiLiPiLi. He's getting his wall together. Kind of interested. How do you feel about this wall in control? How do you feel about this? Twilight Council in the main, by the way. Does this bother you? There's 2 openings in this, right? I'm not blind.
Doesn't bother me. You block one of the pylon, I guess. Usually you leave enough room. I mean, it's a weird wall, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you otherwise.
Okay.
And by weird, I mean bad. Like, Roddy would look at this and be like,
well, mate, you can fit 6 gateways behind that.
oh.
So the Adept doesn't want to go super far in. I guess he's a little bit concerned about losing it. There's not really much back there, just 4 slow lings. Speed is just past halfway done, but PiLi's actually
coming.
Yeah, PiLi's going straight into resonating glaives, and as I say that, well, that Roach one's about to finish up, so Roaches could be a really good way to deal with this. Uses the Shade to pull back. The Adept really does not want to risk losing it, since his build is going to hinge on having lots of Adepts, but Scarlett's already cranking out the Roaches in control.
Those aren't Roaches. Those are pre-Ravagers, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Just blew my mind.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Be thankful it's only your mind I blew.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can handle anything else at this point. The Adept is going to get immediately surrounded by these Zerglings.
Huzzah!
Super dead. And here come the Lings to follow up the Roaches, or the pre-Ravagers, as you call them.
Yep. She plays with 300 ping, but she plays with all the cheese. That is.
And there we go.
The heart of a Scarlett.
PiLiPiLi is starting to build a big wall over here, and there's the extra pylons,
What is
shield batteries to try and stop this.
There's 3 pylons a part of this wall, and
yeah,
they're all gonna die.
I asked about the wall for a reason, and here we go. Scarlett's here. She's got the Roaches, she's got the Lings. The Lings are gonna try to hold these Adepts in place so that the Roaches can pick them off. There's 1 Ravager that's been morphed so far.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, these are not pre-Ravagers. I thought they totally would be, but she's even hitting faster, I guess.
Yeah. It's like it takes too long to make Ravagers.
Dead.
Scarlett's just going to push him with the Roaches, the Lings, the Ravagers, and kill everything.
Going for the surround. There's the 1 corrosive pilot. Strikes for Road Roach, but it's actually totally fine. More units stringing in here. PiLiPiLi, the failed Dota 2 player, trying to hold on, but he just can't do it. He's losing so many workers.
Losing
Overlord.
300 pings there. She Ravages the natural expansion. And here we got the Roaches and the Ravagers going into the main bases. They're clicking around. And there's the GGA!
North America.
Scarlett does it again.
It is kind of funny that we go, and I know,
well,
just a silly anecdote, but it's like Europeans, like micro battles, meta builds. Let's get to North America
Gentlemanly
real quick.
handshake with monocles.
300 ping, just like all ending with whatever you can make, and we're like, well,
yeah,
that's it.
Weebles wobbling and falling down. It's pretty intense over here when we get to the Americas section of the broadcast. But that's what we expect. And we expect Scarlett to be very aggressive because that's what she does. If you're not at her level where you can bring the game very far, she will just smite you. Just there you go. You're done.
There's something elegant to it. Taking care of business is the thing. I mean, we're making jokes, but it's also a thing. Like playing with your food, or if you having the game drag on into weird scenarios. Yeah, that's all dangerous. So Scarlett's just getting it done.
Well, Scarlett is the last player to drag a game out like that.
No.
She's probably made dinner plans for like 20 minutes from now or something ridiculous like that. Wouldn't surprise me.
And on the menu, PiLiPiLi.
There you go.
Just gonna gob them.
She's like, well, doesn't she have to play the winners match if she wins? And it's like, yes, but there's 2 NA Terrans playing a TVT against each other. She'll have about an hour and a half to do that. So,
Expect versus who?
Why you put me on the spot? Epic.
Epic.
Yeah.
That's interesting, right? 2 capital E named guys going at it.
I guess.
Like Eric and.
That's what stands out.
What's another E name?
Eric and Laser.
No, like a real. I mean, you could name someone else.
Eric and Aaron.
Aaron with an E. Yeah. Doesn't happen often.
No,
That's it, Nate. That's what I got for that analysis.
I've only ever met people named Aaron that have an E, not the double A.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever met a double A Aaron.
Dembski Bowden, Warhammer 40K author.
Well,
Double A's. And Aaron is typically the feminine version of that. But I apologize if there's an Aaron in the chat.
It's okay.
It is of the masculine, whatever that is.
It's all good.
Skin suit. That's what I was
We are starting the next game on Port Alexander as we get our way through.
Which cheese you going for? Ling Baneling?
Just
kind of
Ling.
classic.
What 12 pool drone all in?
Straight Lings in there?
Drone rush. Drone rush.
No.
Feel the
You're
rush.
not giving a real answer. That's
Feel the drones.
I'm asking you real questions. You got to give real answers. That's
12
what we're
pool.
about.
No, it's too late. She built a drone.
Yeah. Nobody did 12 pools anymore either.
Yeah. What?
Ruby would have given me a real answer.
This scene deserves a better class of cheeser in control.
That's right.
In the bottom right, he's blue. He's Protoss. He's down on 1, soon 0-2. He is PiLiPiLi.
What is his name?
Pavel.
Oh, I didn't see it. Pavel?
Yeah. Speaking of Dark Knight jokes, yeah. Pavel. That's the name of the scientist, I'm pretty sure.
What?
Dr. Pavel. No?
What?
Who just made a Batman joke.
Dr.
Jeff.
Pavel?
Jeff, come on. Fast. You gotta pick up
Mr.
the pace.
Freeze?
No. Oh, my
Doctor, what are we
goodness.
talking about? Dr. Octopus?
Only you. No.
No.
No. Sorry. It's okay.
I don't know.
In the top left, spawning as the Red Zerg player, leading 1-0 in this best of 3. She is Scarlett.
$300,000 if she wins out of this group. She will tip over into that category. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's pretty sick.
StarCraft has been good to some of these people.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you're good at StarCraft, StarCraft is good to you.
That's true.
It's a good relationship to have.
It is.
You know, you cultivate that. It grows up.
20 years of relationship, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. StarCraft's, it's one of those ones you can't really ever end, you know?
No.
It's kind of always in your head, like a crazy ex-girlfriend. It's just...
Or boyfriend.
Or boyfriend,
Crazy
yeah.
ex-boyfriend.
We don't have to limit.
Sure. Or, you know, if you're about that life, maybe you don't date anybody.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of cats. That's fine, too.
Crazy ex-cat.
That, you know what? That actually works, though. Because if a cat does go full-on crazy, you got to X that one. You got to get it away. Look, this cat was fine, but then it started throwing its stuff around.
And I got 2 more cats, and it was like, this isn't my house anymore? Yeah. What's going on?
My goodness.
So Scarlett's going to Overlord Scout everything.
So here's that weird wall-in again, by the way.
Yeah, with the 2... I think it's actually walled here this time, right?
No.
No, there's 2 openings
below
still.
the Cybernetics core. And if they're... Yeah.
But why?
Exactly. He did do the double building behind that. So there is a part of me, and this is actually a thing. I don't know that this is the case for him. Some Protoss bait Baneling rushes. Because they are, like, if you prepare for it, it is a pseudo all-in from the Zerg, and then you're in a really great spot as a Protoss. And there are Zergs, specifically on the NA ladder, that if they see a pylon or 2 or a hole in the wall, and they're just like, well, here I go. This is what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't know that Scarlett's one of them, but it is a thing.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like you don't see it super often. Actually, I do see it pretty regularly on Roddy's stream, but
yeah,
again,
well, those
walls.
are the worst walls you could ever imagine.
Again, walls in PvZ. So the Adept is going to poke forward again for PiLiPiLi. He's been very hesitant to finish a shade inside of his opponent's base. Will he do it this time? Maybe. Nope. Okay, pulls back. I guess at that point you really just want to see the hatchery, right? Is it a crazy fast lair? Is something insane happening?
You'd be spotting, like, if you can see a Baneliness, obviously that's a big deal, but you could see like 20 Lings up there, and then that's what's happening.
You're pocketing Lings.
That's about it, though. It's mostly just about keeping the slow Lings back, spotting any kind of weird drone transfer, that kind of stuff. It's not much. It's definitely a song and dance of early game StarCraft that ends up happening, where you're not getting much out of it, but it's to prevent the wacky things.
Yep. Oracle's going to come out now. Says, oh, goodness.
I think that's just banter.
I think that's banter.
The map is not bugged at all.
Yeah. I think he looked at it and thought it would be walled, but that's a good amount of space. Maybe you should have played one game on them.
Got him.
Spicy.
Scarlett with that red hot fire.
Everyone in chat is posting links to nearby burn centers, and Automod is timing them out. As the Phoenix picks off this Overlord.
Overlord's still, I think, one of the worst deaths in all of StarCraft.
Oh, it pops like a balloon. My favorite.
But it wavers too. It's like, and then just.
Medic in Brood War has
one
of the best death animations in StarCraft, hands down.
You want to know one of the legitimately worst things to say while dying in all of StarCraft?
What?
It's when the ghost dies.
Oh yeah, and it says
never say die as he's dying.
Literally dying.
Like I don't get that.
Yeah. Or they just scream bloody murder as they die as well.
Never say Like a whole bunch of ghosts dying, they all say it. It's too bad they don't say different lines as they die. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old medic in Brood War.
Oh.
If you clicked on her enough, she would say, turn your head and cough. Which, do you know what that's a reference to?
No, I do not.
A physical check.
Oh, okay.
You never had a physical check, Nate? So when someone says turn your head and cough, you don't know what they're talking about?
No idea, Jeff.
Can I explain it to you?
No idea.
Mark, can you type?
You need
this is a medical thing that I could talk about. I want to know if the WCS channel needs me to explain this to the young people. I'll come back to you guys. So for those of you in the chat that don't know what a physical check is in the reference of turn your head and cough, I will explain it if I'm given permission by Mark Oblatz or DJ Perplexer. The nice thing here, too, is
just waiting for the bodyguards to come.
He's so German that I know he doesn't know what that's a reference to. So I could make this.
It's dangerous.
I could talk about it. But
it's going to be just roaches again, isn't it? It's going to be just a lot of roaches here.
The world is her oyster. She can do whatever she wants. Yeah. She's the queen of dessert.
Getting roach speed. Does she want to show her hand and do a Nidus build? Probably not. No. She's like, I could just kill him.
No, that's the standard. She's actually just pummeling out. It's just roachling.
Yeah.
And if he takes a third, which he's doing behind this after Phoenix.
She's left a lot of Overlords out, though. That's kind of...
Doesn't matter. Look at the army. Hit up the army tab. Show the guys the army tab. Not that one.
That's literally technically the army tab.
Oh, there's got to be another one, like units.
Unit tab. Unit tab.
Look at that. 1 soccer. 6 adepts. There's a void ray coming out. And look at the third base now, Nate. Take a quick peek over there.
Something happening over here?
This is what it looks like when a dove cries.
When a dove cries?
Yes.
Do birds have tear ducts?
They do now.
Well, yeah, that's pretty sad.
Dead PiLiPiLi, man.
Everything completely surrounded. 2 shield batteries, a quarter of the way done. Phoenix are going to come back and try to help.
Super not dead, by the way, but I just want to talk about like
the ground units are all going to get mopped up. And they're still going to be the next wave of basically just Zerglings also.
It's totally fine. I exaggerated.
The Oracle has enough energy to kill about 1 million Zerglings right now.
Yeah.
So.
And a void ray. The Phoenix, a lot of Phoenix here. And behind the Scarlett already bailed out of it. She's just on 3 bases. She's going to go mass Hydra now. Yeah, which is interesting.
11 Hydras are on the way.
Oh my god.
Zerglings are going to poke the natural.
Well, that adept has never died.
Yeah, with
3 shield batteries. Oh my god.
Ouch, chihuahua.
That adept is like, it's like the T-1000, and everybody, it just walks into a middle school. Like, that's the movie.
Yep.
The middle school tries to fight off the T-1000. You know what it's called?
Nothing good happening there.
You know what it's called? Child's Play. And it takes the name of a different horror movie.
Yeah, I was going to say we're mixing up our genres a little.
No, not at all. T-1000 versus a bunch of middle schoolers is exactly that. It's a horror movie.
Okay. Immortal coming out. I don't know where to go from there. We have +1 air weapons, so once those Phoenix...
I don't know where to go from that.
The Phoenix are going to get a little more firepower, I guess, for PiLiPiLi.
She's not expanding. It's just like the next wave of the all-in.
Just cranking out Hydras.
I would love a Baneling nest, though, because the amount of Phoenix, which are not getting...
What are these Zerglings doing?
No more coming.
Is he trying to take the detour sign?
Oh, interesting. I don't know. But with how many gateways PiLiPiLi has, charge and those Phoenixes on just Hydras with some Lings to buffer, that could be a problem. But Scarlett spent all her money, so there will not be a Baneling nest, I can't imagine.
No. This is just like mass Hydra Ling. Just try to break it.
It still could work. I would love a Baneling nest because it's just charge lots.
Charges are going to be done soon too. No upgrades for either player. I think benefits Scarlett a lot here, right? Because no +1 on those Zealots is going to really limit their performance against the rest of these forces.
Oh my
trying
god!
to bait out the Stasis Ward. Goodness gracious.
He's pretty good.
And that's a lot of Lings and Hydralisks coming up here on top of the Protoss army, getting de-engaged with the full concave of the Hydras. The Phoenix getting a lot of pickups. Void Ray is attempting to contribute, but now Scarlett has breached the core, and she is going to begin to kill the Immortals. The Void Ray. Yeah. And Scarlett does not play around. She smells blood. She goes after it like a Meg.
Oh my god, a Megalodon.
A Meg eating a smaller Meg.
Oh my god, a bigger Megalodon.
Never stops. There's always a bigger fish. And Scarlett moves on 2-0 with a handily taken victory over PiLiPiLi.
Yep. She just gave herself like 2 win scenarios in the same game, which I know it doesn't sound that weird, but it's kind of cool because the attack on the third, like normally we talk about that being a crippling moment for one player or the other. It really wasn't. Because it was mostly Lings and just something like 12 roaches or something like that she threw out, and yes, they all died, they still wiped out enough and delayed the mining of that third and forced PiLiPiLi into this weird mindset of like, the natural had 3 shield batteries. The third had 2 or 3 shield batteries. It had wall and pylon. He was spending so much money on things that wasn't getting him. And as Nate pointed out, no upgrades, no AoE. It was just going to always be a straight-up battle that Scarlett was just always favored in. So she gave, it was kind of cool. She had 2 all-ins.
I like your noticing as well that she's like, I'm not going to expand. I have enough income to build enough Hydralisks off of the number of hatcheries and larvae that I have that I can spend everything efficiently and push with 30-some-odd Hydralisks and just roll them over.
She went into mega efficiency mode too. Like she did not have 20 queens or anything like that.
No.
She'd go crazy. Like the mass Phoenix, sometimes Zergs are like 3 spore crawlers, 5 queens at each base. Like I'm going to defend, but then also make Hydras to then attack. She said, nope, minimal queens, minimal spore crawlers, pure Hydra. If you keep churning out Phoenix and you don't get massive economic damage done, you're dead. And a lot of times, even if you do get massive economic damage done, you still die because you've invested so much into Phoenix and they're just all landing off of Hydras.
Yeah, if this WCS group is a movie, then this is the intro where the villain just backhands the first hero. It's like, nope, get out of my face, and we move on to the next act, ladies and gentlemen.
Kind of was, yeah.
Here is the schedule for the rest of the day. We got some American TVT coming your way. We're going to expect versus Epic, and then the loser of that series will play against PiLiPiLi. Coming up, we'll be right back after the break.